What's up, everybody? I'm the co-host, so I'm not even the host. Gabe's the host, but I'll start this thing
You can
off.
start us
Welcome to
off.
another episode of Somewhere in the Between. Uh, Today we've got a couple different topics. It's a Mother Day special, but we're not going to talk about mothers at all today. Maybe I'll bring up Debbie. Uh, Gabe, this is Gabe. I'm Adam. What's going on?
Good enough.
So first thing we want to talk about today is this new animated show on Amazon, which I don't know if you heard anything about this before I told you, Gabe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
The Invincible.
Yeah, did you hear anything about this show before I told you to take a look at it?
I mean, I probably saw like those 5 second ads on YouTube where it says like HBO, get HBO or whatever, or not
Yeah, yeah.
HBO, but like Amazon, Amazon shows like this is on Amazon Prime and stuff like that. And I'm like, it's just gonna be just another, superhero, cartoon and all. But then when Adam started to watch it, he's like, "Get on it, man! It's great." So I was like, "All right, all
Uh,
right, all right." So he finished
yeah,
it
I mean, I've
within
been getting.
he finished it
Go ahead.
within 2 days or something like that. Or
Yeah, I finished the whole thing in 2 days. I totally binged this. It was funny. It was totally random. It was like the YouTube algorithm actually worked this time, and I didn't get some video from like 8 years ago. I got a video of, obviously, we're going to talk about spoilers for the whole thing. So this is our spoiler review of the first season of Invincible. I got a YouTube recommendation about like this Superman versus Justice League. If it was like it was titled something along the lines like if Superman actually turned on the Justice League, what would happen? And of course, it was the end of episode one where Omni Man goes to the Guardians of the. I think what do they call them? The Guardians
Guardians of
of
the Globe or Guardians of the World or something like that.
something like that. Guardians. I can't remember
I think
exactly
it was
what the
Guardians of the
terminology.
Globe or Guardians of the World, I believe, something like that.
So the clip was basically that first scene because the whole thing, the whole time you start the first time you watch the show, it's like, all right, this is M rated. It's rated R, and there's a bunch of stuff going on. The first episode is really not that bad until that last like I don't know 2 minutes, and that's the clip that hooked me. So I was like, real, I didn't have Amazon Prime, so I couldn't watch it, but I kept getting clips of it recommended to me every week. The show came out, and then finally, this past week, I got a free subscription for Amazon Prime because I'm cheap, and I watched everything in 2 days, and
Hey, Ligma, how you doing?
I was blown away by how amazing this show was. Um, if you want to go ahead, Gabe, tell us what you thought about
All right, so I yeah, I think like at the first episode, it was kind of like a slow burn. So it was kind of like I wasn't expecting like that fight scene at the White House. I was like, oh, okay, it's not bad. Yada yada yada. Everyone has like their own identity, superpowers, and things like that. And then when I got to like the very end of the episode one, and that was when I was like, holy shit! Like what the hell did I just watch? It was. I was like, so this is why it's like like bloody and gore, and I was not expecting it to be like so awesome at the same time, especially when all the supers got into that one room, and then all of a sudden, just Omni Man just almost like takes the head off of that one dude. I don't know who the
it.
superhero was, but like, dude, the Omni Man is insane. He is dope, especially voiced by oh my god, what's his name?
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons. J.K.
Yeah, he's
Simmons.
he is literally the perfect voice for this character. I mean, Omni Man is basically Superman on steroids. Like, I feel like he's even more powerful than Superman. Like some of the things he does, like he destroys an entire planet in this show.
He
Like the first, isn't that the first episode where he goes to the I can't remember what they call it, the Flaxons when they
I
try
think
to invade Earth.
I think that was like episode 3 or 2 or something like that.
I love that
Where
episode because if you don't know what's really going on and why he killed the Guardians of the Globe, and like he goes there and like this isn't your world to conquer, Earth isn't yours to conquer, and you watch the episode and you're like, oh, he's just trying to like defend Earth, and then you realize by the end of the show, like end of season one, it's like he's not like
really
defending Earth
defending
here.
anything.
He's like defending himself. Like I'm the one conquering. Earth. Like, get away from here. This is on. I got dibs on this planet. That's the whole reason why he did that.
Like it's like I'm
And
this is my property.
exactly, exactly.
it's like
It's
the
like
whole
Walter White. It's like
yeah,
Breaking Bad
stay
when he
out
goes in.
of my
Yep.
territory. That was the same. That was the thing.
Who's
That
man?
was the thing I was thinking about was this Walter Wright looking at the guy. Stay out
Yeah.
of my territory.
Who's your favorite character in the whole show?
I would say so far it's I like Adam Eve. She's cool. I like her a lot. I would think I do like Monster Girl. Monster Girl's pretty dope. Um, and then I do like the Blue Twins. The Blue Twins are actually pretty
Clones.
sweet. Yeah, or the clones. Even though they get shorts, they get like short end of the stick every time. They always get screwed over by something. I still like them. And then I mean Omni Man's dope as hell. So I mean that's kind of like top tier. But I'm saying like other main casts. Everyone's been great. I even like the Rock Man. Like he's dope too. I
Yeah, I
for,
don't know. I can't remember his name.
yeah, the guy who turns into Rock. He was dope. And I like there's that scene of him. I know we're gonna be skipping all over the place, so bear with us. Like we're in that warehouse scene, where he just like kills everyone and the some dude shoots him and the bullets ricochet and like blows his brains off. I was like, yo, this is so sick. And then like he grabs the leader. He's like, I want you to send a message. And then he was like, I wasn't talking to him. And he looks down and there's like just like a regular crew member. He's like, I want you to tell you your boss what happened here. And I was like, dude, this guy's so sick.
Yeah, that guy was awesome. Man, I loved how he did like this. He pulled the switcheroo on Mark. It's Mark, right? Is
Yeah, Mark.
Invincible.
Yeah.
I love how he pulled the switcheroo on him and the new Guardians of the Globe and basically like got them to kill all of Machine Head's. Well, basically take out Machine Head so that
Yeah.
he could take over the Empire. And I loved like there's so many parallels. Like they're clearly. I mean, this isn't like an original. It's original, but everything is inspired by like in one way or another some other character in other comic books. Like obviously Omni-Man, Superman.
Yeah.
I don't know who
With the
Invincible would be.
mustache.
I mean, yeah, I mean Omni-Man's definitely Superman. Monster Girl's obviously the Hulk or She-Hulk or whatever you want to say. I mean,
The fire guys, the
Rexplode,
full flame
Rexplode is
torch.
clearly
Or the human
Gambit
torch.
from X-Men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
there's so many like uh, Machine Head is clearly like Black Mask from Batman. There's or Kingpin from Spider-Man. I mean,
Yep.
there's plenty of different parallels there. I love it. I love how they like turn it up on its head. It's another thing like the boys what like the boys did where it's like, yeah, this is probably more realistic of what would happen if there were actually superheroes in the world. But this takes it to a whole other level. Like the scene in the boys that you and I I'm sure have talked about the scene where in season 2 where Homelander looks at the crowd and just lasers everybody and then he like
It's
flips back.
that's how
And
he
it's like
really
it was just him
feels.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
This show will actually do that. Like the scene, the last episode when they're actually fighting Mark and Invincible and Omni Man, the most brutal scene in that whole episode was obviously Omni Man's just brutal. Everything that he says, like, your mom doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
He's beating the hell out of his son. He's like, "What's 17 years? Like, I can raise another kid and
Yep.
move on." Like, it was just like, "Geez." But I thought the most brutal part was when he was trying to make Mark see like they're insignificant, and he puts him in front of a subway, and the subway
Oh
drives
my
through, and he's just
god.
by like their sheer power, he just is like flailing and ripping through all these people. Like he goes through, I don't know, hundreds of people that are on
Hundreds of
on the
people
subway,
just bodies and bodies
and
just splattered all over his face. Ah.
yeah, it's just brutal. And I don't know, I loved every second of it. I actually did. So I already, I already started getting into the wiki and like seeing what's coming down the road because this is a comic book by Robert Kirkman, I believe, who's the same guy who did
The Walking
The
Dead.
Walking Dead.
Yep.
And
And
there's a ton of comics on this. It's like it goes in for. There's a ton more that's going to happen that I'm so excited for. And like you and I were talking about it the other day, and I said the most excited for Seth Rogen's character, who apparently is like a huge character in the comic books. That's the orange guy that
he's like
Mark has
the
a couple
troll.
conversations with on the moon. yeah. So he's
like the
like
space patrol.
he's part of like this group of planets that are basically trying to defeat the Omni-Man people. Who I can't remember what the name of their race is, but they're like trying to pull together a bunch of planets to go fight them. And like there's a whole storyline. Like we're just scratch the surface. I mean, obviously the big thing was like, oh, he just murdered the entire Justice League. Like that was the way to like get their claws into you. But there's so much more story that's coming up that's awesome.
Like there's
Apparently,
like every like I think like every episode it kind of like planted like a subplot because like even like when they went to Mars and those little pink things like they switched the bodies of the crew members, so like that's gonna grow eventually. So like that happened. The Stone Man being the boss now, and then Omni
I
Man
mean,
leaving.
robot. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Omni Man
Oh,
leaving Earth, and then yeah, the robot guy. He's a kid now, I like that. It's funny too. Like he stole the guy's appearance. He's like, what the fuck, man?
I didn't realize that. Like I thought that was. I did not see that coming.
Yeah, because I got when I first saw him, I'm just kind of like, isn't that he looked orange and red? I'm just kind of like, huh, that looks like the God, I forget his name. The
Explode.
Yeah, Rex Explode, and he's just kind of like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
So
who played him? It sounded like Ryan Reynolds or something. I definitely recognize the voice, or it might have been the guy from Deadpool.
yeah, there's like
There's so many big
a
named
lot of
actors, and
familiar
that's like
voices in this series
you
too.
know who plays Omni Man, right?
Zombie Man.
Not Omni Man, Invincible.
Oh yeah, the guy,
Stephen
yeah, Stephen
Yeun.
Hugh.
That's the guy who plays Glenn in Walking Dead. Like
Yeah,
there's
and he won an Academy Award too, or he got nominated, right?
yeah for that other
Yeah, so
like
he's
Asian movie.
yeah, so he's like goat status. So you got him, and
He's
you got a lot
amazing.
of like a lot of isn't that Muhammad Ali guy, the guy who's gonna be Blade? He was the guy with the stones. I'm pretty sure that's him too. The guy who's gonna be Blade.
Mahershala Ali. Oh my God, I didn't even realize that was him.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I know I
Holy crap!
recognized that voice. Yeah,
Did you
he's the
realize John Hamm is in this?
really.
Yeah, he's Steve. I don't know who Steve is in this.
I don't even know who Steve is. John Hamm. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, so like yeah, like the whole cast of like those of this whole series, like they had a lot of familiar voice actors in this too, which is like amazing.
Yeah, I would say my favorite character. I like Cecil the most. I think.
Yeah, I think Cecil
I just
reminds
feel
me
like
of the guy from The Beautiful Mind, the FBI director.
yeah, he does. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's exactly what he sounds like.
he
Yeah, yeah.
reminds me a lot of him in a way. He just kind of like I have secrets on secrets and I lie to people just to get what I want. He I think meeting him from like when I first saw him on screen, I was kind of like I'm either gonna like this guy or hate him because he's gonna like backstab people to get what he wants. And so far I've liked him. He's kind of like I will do anything to protect Earth or things like that. And then like and there was another thing too. It just slipped my mind. Yeah, Cecil was great too. Um, Damn it, I lost my train of thought. I had something, and then it just slipped my mind. I had something to tell you, but I forgot it.
Dude, Mark Hamill is Art Rosenbaum.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't even realize that. That's the guy. I think that's Cecil's like under. Oh no, Art Rosenbaum. He's the guy who creates um their suits.
Oh, yeah,
I did not
really?
realize that was Mark Hamill. Oh no.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I saw Mark Hamill. I'm kind of like, no way. I was like, where did
And
Mark
then
Hamill show up?
Zachary Quinto's robot. That's the guy from. He's on Heroes, but he's also the guy who plays Khan in Star Trek, I think, doesn't he? Or he plays Spock in Star Trek, the new
Hmm.
Star Trek trilogy.
Oh, and there was like that one episode where they're at the on campus, and then he recruited that
Yeah,
one guy to make like dead soldiers. And I was kind of like, dude, this guy will do
he's awesome.
anything just to save Earth and things like that. But I think like every episode was just awesome. I even like when he was trying to learn how to like when he got his powers and everything. And like I think when he first got his powers, like even Omni Man was all like, "Oh yeah, great." Like, but can you do amazing things? Are you strong enough? Things like that. He was like he wanted to be a proud dad, but he was all like, "Well, he better live up to the name." Things like that. When he first got
Yeah.
his powers.
Um, what'd you think of um, Invincible? Or not Invincible, but shoot, what is his name? The
Mark,
Immortal.
the immoral.
Immortal. The guy who comes back to life. And then Omni Man rips him in half.
How can I not remember? Uh, is that the aliens or no?
No, remember, the twins do a deal with Robot to get this thing to control the Immortal, who they resurrect, and then he ends up just ripping it off and going straight after Omni Man in episode 6.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Holy shit.
You know that guy. You know he's coming. You know he's coming back. Like he
Yeah,
clearly can't die. So, because I believe they've got him in that like secret room that they bring Mark into at the end of the last episode.
yep,
I'm positive he's coming back.
yeah.
That was awesome when he's like, "Where's Omni Man?" The whole thing was awesome though.
Yeah, all the
Um,
fight scenes and
it's
everything
actually,
were great too.
yeah, I mean for like an animated show, it was awesome. I really liked Dark Blood too, the demon that was chasing.
Oh yeah, he was dope too. Yeah, detective.
Yeah, yeah, he was awesome. I thought that he gave me like Constantine vibes for sure. Like he's basically Constantine, but like a demon.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking like Hellboy and Constantine mixed together
Yep.
when I
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
saw
Yeah.
that.
I could
I
definitely
was
see
kind of
that.
like, okay, I can get behind that. Yeah, like a devil trying to solve a case, and I'm like, okay, I could dig that. Um, I know he'll be back too since that whole book or something like the wife or whatever found. So I know he'll be back
Yep.
one day. Um, the God, not the cast. I'm trying to. It slipped my mind again. It's gonna really piss me off that I'm not gonna remember what I wanted to say. Um, but oh yeah, then like the very end where he's like, "What are you gonna have in 500 years? Like, what are you gonna have?" And he's like, "My dad," and he's all like, like what have I done?"
Dude, it was messed up because he was like just being brutally honest to his son, and then like his son's just like, "I'd still have you." It's like, oh my god,
He's
like
like,
it's kind of hard. Like it's kind of crazy how there's a lot of obviously some jokes and
lots
stuff,
of
but like there's a lot of
violence
heart in
and
the show.
blood, but then there's like some human elements in there thrown in there. You're just kind of like, oof, like damn. And then Omni Man's all like,
Yeah,
"What have I done?" and just runs away like a little bitch.
yeah. I love how when he flies away, the blood just like flies
Just
off of him. When he like hits the upper hemisphere.
has him on there, all splattered.
It's just, oh my
Dude,
god,
even
it's
like
crazy.
the like all the superheroes when they get their ass beat, they get their ass beat, man. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, so there's another character in there that's apparently a huge part of the show. Remember when they go and try to take down Machine Head, and there's that like lion-headed guy, Beast. I think he's like Beastmaster or something. I can't remember
Yeah.
his name, and I don't think they even mentioned his name in the show.
I don't think so. When they were fighting him, I was kind of like, okay, he's the lion guy.
Yeah,
If they
he's
did, then
apparently
yeah.
like a huge role. He's like a huge role. He's like a time traveling guy. So he's like, I think he's time traveling. He clear. I think he like teleported away at the end, but I want to say he's like a time traveling guy. He's almost like the dude from Deadpool 2. It's kind of what he gave me
Cable.
vibes of. It was great. Cable, yeah, yeah, kind of like that. I think, but I'm not sure. He's supposed to be an amazing character. There's so many, but there's other characters that are coming up that are like there's other man, it's gonna drive me nuts if I don't remember what like race they are, but Omni Man's like home planet. There's a ton of different
Like
Viltrumites.
Viltrumites. Is that what
Uh,
they are? The race?
yeah, there's
Viltrumites.
there's like some other like the leader of Viltrum. Like he is like you think Omni Man's bad. That guy's like
10 times
10 times
worse.
worse.
I was
Yeah,
when I finished, I actually did the same thing that you did. I actually looked ahead of what's to come, and I was kind of like, "Yo, this is gonna be so sick." And then
I know.
I think they just wrapped up the actual like Invincible storyline too. So it's all done compared to like The Walking Dead, where it keeps it's like still going on. But no, they actually did finish Mark's whole entire story from beginning to end. And when I watched the whole
Yeah.
season one, like there was a lot of like issues that they went through. I was kind of like, holy shit, there's like probably like 5 or 6
What do you
issues.
mean?
Like from well, just from the season
Oh
one,
yeah. Oh, I see what
like
you're saying.
they just like mixed like season one into like probably 5 or 6 like issues into one. I was kind of like, yo,
Yeah.
that's a lot of material right there for just season one and like eight episodes, and then they just announced that they're gonna renew for season 2 and 3 now.
Two, three.
So
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a great show. I mean, if you're a fan of comic book movies and this kind of thing, like, yeah, definitely take a look at it. If you're not hooked after episode one, I'd be shocked. But it's
yeah,
awesome. I mean, I can sing the praises high enough for this thing. Like the second I started watching some of the stuff, I was on you and Dylan to watch this. Like, you have got to watch this movie or this show.
yeah.
Like I said, I finished it in 2 days. Like
Yeah,
I've just been crazy,
I binged like
crazy
half of
watching
it.
it.
I binged the first four, and then I took a day off, and then I was like, all right, I'll finish the last four. Then I was like, dude, this is such a great show. They had a like the more you watched it, I think I said this before, where like the like they when they said I'm in Vince, then it just
I love how they do it every episode.
every episode was like he's in that's all like stuff like that, like little small things like that goes a long way to me in my opinion, where he just starts the episode off like that, and then yeah, just that last opening title screen, then you just see just fucking blood just splatter all over the opening thing. I was like, it went from just clean cut of the intro card, and then near the very end of the episode, it's just all blood. So maybe they'll like reset it for like a new season, and then keep adding more and more blood to it or something.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do in the next title. Like they've got to mix it up. But
Yeah.
I got a question for you. Do you think they'll ever be able to make this into a live action show
Oh,
or a movie?
I doubt it. There's no way.
I
If
mean, it
they
would be
if they if they
ridiculously
if they don't put the massacre in the subway, then it's not gonna happen.
yeah, I don't know how they get away with this stuff if it's not animated. Um, because if this was real, like this is like that whole fight scene would be basically the realistic version of Zod versus Superman
Oh yeah,
in
it's just see
Metropolis. And,
two
like, I just don't
two
see
two
how they would
gods
get away
fight
with
one another, and then the people that are getting away, well, you're screwed. So you see like a guy just zooming in at 100 miles per hour, then you're gonna be, you know, just splattered all across the pavement. But yeah,
it. Yeah, that was
I
great.
will say that too is that oh yeah, and then like comparing to like Omni Man and like Homelander, like oh my god, like I'm pretty sure they got some inspiration from Homelander too, because Homelander, he's on a different level too, where he's like you don't know what the hell he's thinking, because he's just fear when you just look at him.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are like obviously seeing the parallels between Homelander and Omni-Man, and I don't think they're. I mean,
They're
they've got a lot of similar like abilities, but they are totally different characters.
oh
Like
yeah,
they're both like obviously bad or perceived as bad in the first episode, but um, it's clear like Omni-Man has a reason why he's doing what he's doing. Homelander's just a psychopath. Like that's what makes Homelander more scary. I would say. I mean, I guess I don't know. Omni-Man's like Thanos, and Homelander's like a psychopath, like a Joker
the
type.
Joker,
I mean, yeah,
Joker and
probably not a Joker,
Superman mixed together.
but he's just a demented human being or whatever he is. But I love the show. I mean, if you yeah, especially if you like the boys, like I don't know how you can't watch this unless you just don't like animated stuff. Which I mean, I really don't watch animated shows at all, other than something that's like super good. Like I watched, the Clone Wars when that's out and stuff. But other than that, like I never watch animated. But I couldn't recommend this more enough.
Or if you don't like superheroes in general, then you're not gonna like it.
Yeah, just stay out of this. Yeah.
But if I were to give a very, very, very high recommendation, it would be watch this if you want to stay. If you want to stay away from like I won't say stay away, but if you want to like instead of like the friendly MCU verse of live action or like a well you know their animated series, if you want something completely different, rated R, like rated R content cartoons, then this is the one where it's all bloody, some actual like morals and things like that. You know what we spoiled. But yeah, like I said, when Omni Man said to us, like, it kind of hit me too. It was kind of like, damn. He's like, I don't give a fuck about your mom. So she's just a pet, you know. And then when he said, I have what's another 18 years, I can just make another one. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, it was brutal. It was brutal. If you had to like rate the season, what would you rate it at?
Oh, I give it like um I'll probably give it a 9 out of
A
10.
nine.
Yeah, a high
I
9.
said I said like a 7 or 8 for me, but I really like it. Yeah, that's about all I've got to say without spoiling everything in it. But it's a must watch show.
Yeah, what Adam said too. If you didn't like the first episode, then you're not gonna watch it. Like if you don't like the first episode, then you're not gonna finish it. But if you did like it, then
And also
you're gonna enjoy it.
and also make sure you stay. Like they always do like a mid credit scene after the first like 2 credits.
Oh yeah, that pissed me off. I
And
was kind of
there was
like,
a couple
oh
times where
shit.
I kept turning it off, and then I'd be like, oh wait, I missed something. And they do that for that last scene and the biggest scene in the whole show probably. They do that in the first episode, and if you don't catch it, you're gonna be totally lost as to what's happening in the show.
Yep.
So that's one thing I didn't like about it. Like if I had to say a negative thing, like I hated how they did that. Like there was zero reason for them to do that.
They could have just added in the extra like 30 seconds at before the end credits started.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's it on I think that's about it on Invincible. So now we're gonna switch things.